Before we begin this video, I recommend that you visit google.com and search for dinardata.com. This website is a great resource for the latest updates on Dinar Guru news, all conveniently located on one page. For more information, I encourage you to visit the site.
The crooks are also talking on TV. Every time a commercial comes out, they're saying changing the rate will be a disaster. Frank, the crooks are Iran/Parliament. The only reason they're saying this is because they know very well the rate is about to change. It's no secret. Saddam is preparing the whole Middle East and all his people for the change this year. The chatter is good and the news out of Iraq is stellar. Lots of meeting going on between now and the 25th. I very much believe that the month of September is still very much in play. No restrictions on our balances in America. Al-Alaq, the number of bank cards has increased to 19.75 million cards. Purchasing power is deserved by this country. They have assets that are phenomenal. The non-oil revenues, gold reserves, foreign reserves and other sources of income through taxes and tariffs etc. is going to be phenomenal. Supplemental budget, that's all we're waiting on. Right now the actual budget for operating expenses is done. It will need to be amended though because it doesn't have the supplementary portion of it to fund the 5-year development plan and reforms. Exchange centers are off-premises bank facilities to prevent excess traffic at bank branches. It is illegal to have different rates at different places. Remember the law of one price. They're going to remove the 3 zeros soon. In 1990 Kuwait did the same thing. If you go back in that time and you find the article, you can read it. It's the same article come out. The big bills are going to be the same than the small bills. 25,000 dinars they're going to count like 25. What they did was the opposite, the whole opposite. The 25,000 become 25,000. They stayed 25,000. When you go change your money, Iraqi dinars, this is what's going to happen. You'll have 3 weeks to find a way to exchange your money to small category dinar. Once you change your money to small categories you guys safe. That's how it's going to work. Central bank governor, activities of sanctioned Iraqi banks continue in all currencies except the dollar. They talked more about the Article 140. They had a big meeting yesterday. Saddam is saying it's in the completion stages. Frank, you have a 3-year budget, salaries, HCL rights, new census, lower denominations with purchasing power coming to you that they have promised to you this year. All these things require a new exchange rate. It's very obvious they are preparing you Iraqi citizens for all of this. Today alone in their news, 4 different articles talking about deleting the zeros. This investment has gotten real. The rate can change at any time now. It's very close. Ali Al-Alaq is still the acting director of the CBI, just as we were told by my CBI contact. The guy never did accept his resignation. The goals are still the same as they want to eliminate this black market corruption with the dollar and set the rate first at par with the official CBI rate. Then once this is in control, they intend to change the official rate and the rest is history as the saga of the currency swap out can then occur. Kuwait announced the issuance of a decree approving an agreement with Iraq aimed at avoiding double taxation and preventing financial evasion with regard to taxes on income and capital. The Saudi Argam agency reported that the explanatory memorandum came out of a desire to strengthen mutual economic relations between the governments of Kuwait and Iraq, as the agreement was signed to avoid double taxation and prevent financial evasion. Article 1 of the agreement indicated that it applies to persons residing in one or both of the contracting states, while Article 2 stipulated the taxes covered by this agreement. The agreement includes a definition of dividends, which means income from shares, beneficial ownership, founders' shares or other rights not representing debt claims, as well as participation in profits. It also includes income from other companies' rights, such as income from shares, according to the laws of the contracting state of which the company distributing the income is a resident. The agreement stipulated the necessity of exchanging confidential information between the competent authorities in the two countries, related to the implementation of the provisions of this agreement. In addition, the agreement excluded income derived by a resident of a contracting state as a theatre, cinema, radio, television, or musical artist, or as a sportsperson, as these categories may be subject to tax in the other contracting state. The Ministry of Finance and Economy in the Kurdistan region announced on Sunday the deposit of an amount of money amounting to about 100 billion dinars in financial revenues for non-oil revenues for last May. The ministry said in a statement today that it deposited an amount of 91 billion, 151 million, and 784,000 Iraqi dinars to the federal government as the federal treasury's share of the non-oil revenues of the Kurdistan region for the month of May of this